Adventist pastors have traditionally moved from church to church every few years. But what happens when a pastor stays in a church for a long time? What effect does long-term tenure have on family and on ministry? Recently, I spoke with Jenson of South Bay Adventist Church.
I've thought a lot about the calls that have come to me and prayed about them, and recently turned down one that people said I was a fool to turn down, and I sense a real clear call to stay here and to keep working the network of friendships and relationships that I have in this area. And if we move, we would basically start that process all over again. And as long as I sense that God wants us working here and there's opportunities, I don't particularly see any great advantage of just moving and starting over and moving and starting over as we did in my family that I grew up with. I had this strange desire in my heart when God brought us to this area to have the opportunity of dedicating a child and then performing that person's wedding. And that's a long-term ministry. And I never prayed, God, let me have that, but that was just kind of this hidden desire in my heart. And it has almost happened with one family, and the family itself has gone through some really turbulent times. And when this one boy gets engaged and gets married, I know he's going to come to me and say, John, would you do this for me? And watching him go through the really traumatic ordeal that his family has had, and knowing that he always can come back to me or our family as kind of a base of security and stability, is something that wouldn't have happened otherwise. And I'll tell you, he would have absolutely lost his way in the world. And in terms of long-term relationships leading to baptisms that otherwise wouldn't have happened, right now through the school where I spend an awful lot of time, there are 4 families that in the near future will be getting baptized. And it's just taken years of time and involvement in their lives with music and with activities and other kinds of relationships where they finally said, the Adventist Church and its people are trustworthy and we'll get involved. One of the reasons why I feel like I've been able to stay in one place for so long is a marriage and a family that functions relatively well. Another reason that I feel like I've been able to stay so long in one place is the church members have not been pushing me to leave. It's in Southern California, and if you're going to be in Southern California, we live near the coast, and the climate certainly has been very nice. And as I've gone on interviews to other churches and realized that there is no place that's perfect, I've decided, with God's help, the challenges that I face here are probably as pleasant a set of challenges as I would face anywhere.